Well, we're sitting here with my good friend Kai Craig here in Cologne, and we just finished doing his first record. I should say he just finished doing his first record.
Oh, wait.
And we're just going to chop it up for you guys and talk a little bit about his journey to this point. So, my brother, congratulations.
Sir.
Beautiful album. Please, man, just can you give us a little rundown of how you arrived at this point, what this project means to you, and also talk a little bit about every person involved in the project?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, firstly, I've wanted to do a record for a long time. You know, it's like this is a whole life's work, really. You know, we never look at it that way, but it is. It's a whole life journey until this point. You know, growing up, I remember I had like Blakey's records, Elvin's records, Jack's records, Tony's records.
Yeah.
And there was always a mystique of like, oh, imagine if I'm like a drummer with a record.
That's right.
You know, my dad's a drummer, and like my family, they're all musical and musicians. I was like, you know, what if I one day could have a record in someone's collection? So really today is you know, this is the end of the first chapter.
Yeah. It's a lot to
know,
go, right?
So it's like, you know, and when I first wanted to do it, I knew very quickly who I wanted on it, and I, you know, really the concept formed pretty quickly. It's, you know, I want to play music which I am passionate about, which I feel is different. It's not necessarily the usual stuff that's on records nowadays. And I wanted to play stuff that I'm passionate about. The stuff that I'm passionate about isn't the norm, and I wanted to make the unnormal accessible to people.
I think you have, actually.
I appreciate that. You know, it's like I want to have people see it. I mean, the record is a portrayal of you as a person.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know, so it's like I wanted people to see who I am, and the fact that I was able to do that with some of my best friends, and you know, it's like the best thing. We're just hanging out, playing music. Yes, when we're not working, you know.
That's the whole thing. You guys, from listening, you weren't working, and it feels like a camaraderie of friendship that was being exhibited here through the way you guys played, through the way that I heard you bring the music together. Yeah, and that's pretty impressive, especially for your first date. Can you elaborate a little bit on who these gentlemen are that joined you on this project?
Well, yeah. So I mean, I'll start by saying that the thing for me is that music shouldn't have any sort of ego. So having friends on this, it's even though it's my name on the thing and I've organized it, it's just 5 friends.
That's right.
You know,
that's it.
And we introduce each other. You know, so each of these 5 guys, they were friends of mine, kind of individually, and we all came together.
Yeah.
So, you know, we start Géraud Portal on bass.
Oh man.
Who's, you know, I actually met through Hutch. Hutch told him about me, and we started playing together. Yeah, we love all the same music.
Y'all got a connection. Y'all got a beat. When people hear the album, it's gonna be crazy because the beat is, I mean, you stomped on it from the first song to the very last one that we just finished. Y'all, you know, we talk about rhythm section. That's rhythm section to be reckoned with. So yeah.
Well, that's the goal. You know, it's like he's been like an older brother to me this last couple of years. You know. Rainer Böhm on piano, he's one of the most unique and one of the most virtuosic piano players.
I agree.
I don't know anybody who sounds like him.
That's true.
I don't know anybody with a laugh like him.
It's my first time meeting him, so yeah, it's like really the same.
You're really getting it. It's like the thing is it's, you know, and I'll say again, this is about the group as a whole, but you know, they scare the shit out of me because it's like I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know what we're gonna play, and also the fact that they have that effect upon me, I want to play my best.
That's right.
And I want to bring the music that makes them play their best and want to play with me.
Yeah.
And that actually, you know, when we do that, and we also take stuff fairly early on, we take the first take or the second take, there's a spark there.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't know how it's going to go. You might mess it up, and that's cool. But like, if you get through it,
it's magic.
It's magic. That's where the magic is.
And that's what you guys, you know, we had some bumps, but even the bumps were like learning experiences. Yeah, there's something in the bumps too, and we're gonna check the bumps, but that's the beauty of what you had. Okay, so that's Rainer.
So Rainer, we met playing on the next guy's record, which you'll hopefully hear at some point in the near future, Mr. Sean Payne. And he's my non-biological brother.
Yes.
You know, we've been through thick and thin. We came from a point of, you know, this, and we ended up like this eventually. Yeah. So he's been near and dear to me for the last 6-7 years.
Good.
And yeah, I mean, he's also responsible for the direction of the arranging. He also, you know, hit the last song that we played was Namesake, which, you know, that's one of my favorite songs that he's written. So yeah, this is, you know, it's already quite a group. And then the last guy, I wanted to do a quintet because the music I grew up listening to and the music I'm passionate about is quintet of Roy Hargrove, the quintet of Wynton Marsalis, you know, Art Blakey.
Bands.
Yeah, this is the sound that I hear when I want to play when I want to play like my own band. That's really what I want to play. So it also had to be someone that's a personality that works with Sean.
That's right.
So all these guys, they kind of have to fit together as one as well. So his name is James Copus, and we met in London. We played only 1 or 2 times together.
And you knew.
And I was just like, yeah, that's the guy that I want to call. And really, as 5, they were 5 people that really hadn't, you know, I heard it. I was like, you know, this is going to work.
Yeah.
And the final piece of the puzzle was you. So
thank you.
I wanted someone that would bring it all together and take some of that edge off, make us feel, you know, happy to be there, not scared, you know.
Yeah. Have fun. We had a ball. I gotta tell
you know,
it's a pleasure, man. Like, this has been a learning experience for all of us, and you know, this would be like, outside of my record, this would be the first record that I helped produce. And but it's so much fun when you know the people, and it's just friendship. And while you guys were recording, I was wondering, like, this is a question I had for you. What do you want the people to take away from your very first project? And like, really take away, like, what is the message that you're trying to convey that you hope the people get from listening to this music?
Well, I want to play music which feels good, first and foremost. It has to feel good and it has to sound good. It can be something that you can listen to, just have it on. You know, there are a few points in this record that I would like to think people can just have on, and it just, you know, it makes the atmosphere. Yeah. You know, it warms it.
Yeah, that's the whole record, actually, for you guys out there. The whole record is what he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's the goal. It's like I want to have stuff that, you know, you can listen to and you can learn from if you're a musician, and hopefully you know, glean something from as a non-musical listener. But really, it's something that you know, it sounds good, it feels good, and I hope that comes across. I really do. And
it does.
That's really all I wanted to say. And the final point really about the music is that I wanted to play music not my own. I don't feel at a point where I should make that statement yet. So I wanted to make a statement in a record where I play music that makes me feel good.
Exactly.
And then we just do our thing with it. Yeah. You know?
As we said before they got set up with everything, you know, there's time for everything. Yeah. Right? And as you know, we've been friends for a little minute here. Man, I think that the more that we're able to spend time doing what we love and encountering new people, the more our sound and everything will grow. So I like that you said that you didn't feel for your first project that you wanted to do your own thing, but we know that will come. And if this is any indication of what that thing will be, man, like I told you, I see the future. Yeah, we've been knowing each other for a minute, and I keep seeing the future in you. And I think that's what's inspiring. I think that's what you're gonna have. That's gonna be pretty amazing. You already have the energy, you have the vibe for it, and you have the sound for it, and you have the right personality. You're a very kind person. We need that in the music now. We need someone who really is coming from the heart, no pun, but that's what we need. And I think that's what you accomplished. All of you guys, that's what you guys accomplished. So for me, listening, man, I got to tell you, you know, it's really been truly a pleasure to listen to something take shape. And, you know, I love to play, but when I hear good music being played from friends, You did it, man. Like you really, so is there anything else that you want to get across to the persons or people who are going to come across this project? Is there anything else you want to say to them?
I mean, the only thing that I would like to say is that I'd like to give a credit and an homage to the people that are tributed through this record. So my song is very much for Mr. Roy Hargrove, whom I first heard Hutch play with.
Yes, sir. Bad dude.
Very much so. A big sound of this record, especially through Trumpet, is that sound.
Yeah,
and
I hear that. I love it.
That's
man.
what I wanted.
Roy would love it too, though. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
we say thank you for him.
Yeah, that's one of the big influences for me.
Yeah,
and his music is soulful, it's uplifting, it's positive, it's happy.
You would have played with him though. He would have loved you. That's what I'm saying. From being there and from hearing you, he would have loved you because you got that spark. Not everybody has a spark that plays the instrument. Some people try to have it, but you have that. He would have totally loved you. I would have been like, hey man, check my dude. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, one day.
Yeah. I like the way you say that. Yeah, because we all will venture to the next realm, and that is truly what I believe too. One day we will all be in that beautiful jam session. Yeah. And we'll reminisce on this, but like But who else do you pay homage to?
So the next being I mean we have to say Mr. Kenny Kirkland, and when I was choosing the music, one of his had to be in there, and so we played Midnight Silence by him, one of my favorite compositions, and the last song of the record, really, Namesake, again we mentioned it before, by Sean. He won't mind me saying this, but Kenny Kirkland is his heroes. He's one of mine, and that's the sound of the music that I like. It's got a darkness to it, and it's got a vulnerability there.
Yes.
So very much, again, these are people I hope I can make them proud through this. Yeah. There's quite a goal to set, but I hope I can. And
you did.
Nextly, really the last big one for us is Michael Brecker.
Ooh.
So we played a song of his which became very special to us very quickly, called Lunations. And we're gonna try and we're gonna
I love this.
we're gonna try and get it to Susan.
Yes.
She's gonna hopefully enjoy it.
Yes.
But Michael Brecker is a big one for Sean. So I wanted to do this really for him. I wanted to do Roy for him. I wanted to do Kenny for Rhino and for Sean.
You see?
And really, this is kind of the sound of the whole thing. And the final one, one that I would hope people become hip to through this record, is Mr. John Taylor.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Who again, we chose one of the hardest songs I think in the history of this music.
You pulled it off.
Which is Dry Stone by him. So
you pulled it off, man.
I'm glad you say that, because I'm still it's a tough song.
Yeah.
And again, there's a vulnerability, there's a darkness in there, and that's really all of this explains me. So there's a happy side and there's a dark side, and that's the record.
And that's what we are as people. There's two sides. So,
and how that comes across is personal. It should be personal. Exactly. So
I think when you guys watch and listen to the music, you'll see, as I've heard with my ears these couple of days, that not only is the music in great hands, but this gentleman right here, if you listen to him speak, you can really get the gist of where his heart is. And as long as your heart is in the right place, everything that you do or play is going to put other people in the right place. So beforehand, we have to say thank you for making a great record. And now we want to see more from you.
Well,
so
stay tuned.
My man. Yes, sir.
Love you, brother.
Greg Hutch.
Hutchinson.
We here. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And you get all this stuff till we talking mess. Friendship, man. That's it, man. Friendship.
Netflix
deal. We the new podcast right here, man. We should do the podcast.
Hot boxing.
Hot boxing. Oh Lord, we get sued, man. I don't want Mike Tyson whooping my. No, Mike. I'm just playing. Wow. All right, take these microphones off.